Hello, I'm Robin Gibson, and this is the Harvard House Money Morsel. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us again. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the bell so that you get a notification of when we're releasing a new video. I'm sitting today with Nick Rogers. Hello, Nick.
Hello, Robin.
So, Nick, we've seen the announcement over this last week that MTN and Mastercard are in discussions for a 10% stake in MTN's fintech business. I thought South Africa was uninvestable and everyone was leaving. What's the lowdown? Can you give us some background?
Yeah, that was great news to hear, and headlines that we all need to hear at this stage of the game. I think we're going to take a step backwards and just, South Africa's become a gateway to Africa, and that's part of the answer. But if we take a step right back in time, the three main things in life are energy, fire, food, and communication. So energy would be the Shell oil companies of the day. They're all looking at solar and wind, so becoming more efficient. On the food side, you've got Nestle and all those type of companies, fast food companies. Everything's becoming more efficient. In the communication side, you've got mobile phones. So you used to have the old dial-up phone, now you've got the mobile phone, but then there's the financial side as well. So banking, how do you barter these days? It's through financial services. So we take a step right back there. And interestingly enough, I just looked at some dates and historic people. In the late 1800s, Billy the Kid was famous for protecting the carriages that went from the wild frontier in the west across the east, and that was carrying US postal services and gold, so money and communication. At the same time in Africa, Dr. David Livingstone was discovering the Zambezi, first European to travel from west to east in Africa, but he was in a dugout canoe and he got lost for 6 years. So very different in terms of sort of civilization, but these days he could have dropped a WhatsApp pin location in the Zambezi on the bank, and a drone could have popped him with medical supplies. He was sick for 2 years, and food. So it could have all been sorted in 1 hour, not 6 years. That's where we've come.
Amazing, eh? Taking us a long way back. I mean, I seem to remember, when Vodacom and MTN first came to South Africa, they estimated there'd be no more than 1 million total sort of subscribers, but we're way past that number. This whole technology and cell phones, it's really revolutionized Africa, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's been incredible. Globally, it's all about financial inclusion. So moving from a cash society to getting everyone on board in the financial services side. And globally, there are 1.9 billion people that are still unbanked.
Sure.
Africa's got the most. If we look at sub-Saharan Africa, the stats are crazy. To 2022, there was a 22% or 21% increase in transactions.
Yeah.
But it took 17 years for the first 800 million customers to be signed up on mobile phones.
Yes.
It then took 5 years for the next 800 million.
Sure.
COVID had a big part to play in that.
Yeah.
Obviously accelerating the need for everyone to be online. So that's why there's such a excitement about the space. And Africa is the last frontier. Everyone's scrambling for Africa, and that's where we're at the moment.
So we're seeing Mastercard coming in as a bit like colonization again. And as you're saying, Nick, the whole issue of kind of banking to the rural areas. This is an area that both MTN and Vodacom are very, very actively in, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think we've got to give Vodacom credit for getting in first. So Safaricom and Vodacom are invested in M-Pesa. M-Pesa is Kenya. So the mobile money really started in Kenya, East Africa. And M is standing for the mobile money. Pesa is financial, so it's the money. So that's how you get the word. But they've been there for a long time, and MTN is catching up. At the moment, you've got Mastercard. Interestingly, you've got an East-West as well. So Vodacom have signed up with Alibaba, which is China, to develop their VodaPay app. Right. So they're trying to move your whole life onto VodaPay.
Yes.
So that's your insurance, your banking, theatre tickets, whatever it is. So the Chinese are helping develop that. And now you've got Mastercard from the West coming into MTN. And again, they're looking for global growth, and their sort of main driver is financial inclusion as well. And Africa is their gateway, so MTN is their chosen partner. And it's very exciting for MTN, and it values the fintech side, which we weren't 100% sure. Numbers have been thrown around, but in the recent results, they've given us a number of $5.2 billion. That's just under 100 billion rand, which is huge. And Mastercard are going to take a minority stake, and then they'll evolve from there. So it's a great strategic partnership between two great companies.
Excellent. Well, just when you thought that it was all overs cadovers for South Africa, this really sort of underpins that there is life and there's money to be made, and maybe it's just going to be done a little bit differently. Dare I say it, we're being, using your David Livingstone example, we're being colonized again. Thank you so much for joining us, Nick. Thanks for giving us insights into that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.